Maybe just like me, you had those moments where you thought, maybe I'm just not cut out for this, for your dream, for maybe your YouTube channel or your business. You feel like you are failing. But what if this moment isn't actually failure? What if it is the moment where everybody quit? But this is also the moment where your breakthrough is so close. Imagine that you are in the dark, right, at night, and before the sunrise, you will be at the point where you think it is the darkest. But it's not the darkest point, it's just the transition point before the sun rises, before it starts getting brighter again. So, in my YouTube journey, and I'm sure in your journey too, it doesn't matter what dream you have, you will have moments where you think, maybe I should quit this, right? Maybe it's not for me. I felt like maybe I failed. My YouTube wasn't growing enough and my courses weren't selling. And so I put so much effort into building something and I don't see the results. You see, it's like you are planting the seeds and you are there every day digging those seeds out to see, are they growing already? Is it time for harvest already? And so it's like we are mistaking the slow growth with no growth at all. And the roots are growing deep in the soil, but we cannot see them. So it's important to have a solid foundation because before we can continue. And in case you are interested, I want to say that I offer coaching and I have also courses. I will put the links in the description below. On some weeks, I feel like, these videos are just like 20 views, 12 views, 3 views sometimes for my long form. But when I go and see how many people have I reached, I see that I've had 14 people in 1 week, new people, right, who saw my content. So it's like I am growing in silence. Being visible is like getting your content in front of people who might be interested in what you have to offer in the future, right? And so it's not just about the viral videos, the one who will have the most view, the most likes. It's also about those silent videos who just touch one person. Maybe that person writes a comment. I was so happy on Christmas that I published a video and I got a comment that was so deep. Thank you so much for that comment, Joy. And it was like my Christmas gift, right? Because that comment was affirming, acknowledging everything for which I stand on YouTube. Be it the inner and outer beauty, be it the wisdom, be it sharing from my heart, be it the will to inspire other people with my work, right? Be it that divine mission, that divine connection that we have with something bigger than us. So that comment was acknowledging all of those things in a time where I thought, nobody is going to watch YouTube during the holiday, right? But it's not true. Even if it's just one person who saw that video that you published and who was touched by that, this is your impact. So sometimes it's like, I need to be better. I need to do something different because it's not growing. The channel is not growing. But what if it wasn't about being different? What if it was actually about returning to who you really are? Connecting, reconnecting to that authentic version of yourself, no matter what that means for you, right? Maybe it's being able to show up authentically. Maybe it's being able to share deeper, more vulnerable part of your journey. That person was also thanking me for sharing my story, right? Like I was talking about my training in physics and then IT before coming to this life mission that I've chosen for myself, right? So you don't know what will inspire someone else, but when you share from your heart is when you can connect with someone else. And along this journey, there has been so many times where I thought, maybe I should just give up. Maybe my dream is too big. Maybe I'm too delusional. But here's something to consider about success. Reframing the success and the failure. First of all, they are part of the same thing. Success and failure, they should never let you stop from your divine mission. Second, success doesn't show up because before you embody it. Success will show up when you can have that consistency in your energy, in the way you show up, in the actions that you take as well. For example, when I was starting putting daily shots out, I was hearing crickets and I was like, does it even matter to put those shots out because it's not working, it's not bringing views that I want, the subscribers that I want, right? Sometimes I like to chat with the ChatGPT, with AI, just to have some new ideas, new inspiration. So I was talking to AI about posting those daily shots and not seeing any change, and maybe I should quit, right? And AI was like, ChatGPT was like, actually, you have been tested. You are being tested. Tested if you will hold that consistency, or tested if you are just joking and putting a lot of shots for 1 week and then you will disappear, right? When I saw that perspective, I was like, what? Being tested? And so I thought, okay, if this is a test, then I will be consistent with those shots. I will put them daily. And guess what happened? A few weeks in, some of the shots started to have more views than the other shots. So maybe one shot can bring 300 people, right? 300 unique viewers, because that shot is like 1,000 views. And for years, I haven't shown that kind of video on my channel. So if I quit, I say, oh, it's not working. I even put daily shots, it's not working at the beginning stage, right? If I quit there, I never get the chance to see those other shots that have the potential to grow. And something that I failed to do in the past was to study what is working, because I'm so in my creativity that I avoid redoing something. I avoid talking about the same thing, because for me it's like, I've talked about this already. But it's not the same for your viewer. Even if that person have seen that video once, the second time might be the time when they get the real activation and they decide to take action. Also, another person who have never saw your video, that new version of something that you have already covered might be the chance for that person to discover you, right? So it's important to do something, see what is working, and repeat that. So success is about persisting long enough to become the person who has it naturally. Imagine that you are posting those daily shots and you start seeing a pattern of what type of shot are actually most liked by people, most engaging, right? And so you will have learned, because of the quantity, because of that daily posting, you can learn faster what is working and what is not working so well. Maybe you have heard this thing like diamonds are created under pressure, they are created on the ground, and they are created in the darkness, right? But they are the most beautiful, shiny things, right, that we love. So maybe in the process of forming do you believe that one diamond will be thinking like, oh, I'm failing, I'm so failing because I'm under pressure, I'm in the darkness, I'm on the ground? Well, the result is that at the end you will have a beautiful diamond. And this is how there can be channels who post a lot of videos and then one video take off and bring them a lot of subscribers. When I started YouTube, I had exactly that one video brought something like 2/3 of my subscribers on the channel. That was really mind-blowing, right? And it can be the same for entrepreneurship. When you have your business, maybe you try to make a product, it doesn't work. You launch something, it doesn't bring sales. Maybe it's your 10th or your 50th try that will finally bring you money. I'm not saying that that is the path for everybody. Some people will just have it at their first attempt and be successful, right? But for the rest of us, we sometimes need to try and try and try and be perseverant in it. That trying, that perseverance is not actually like you are learning nothing. Think about my hair, right? I lost my hair in this process. Okay, now they are growing back and I've learned so much, like don't neglect your health. For example, right now I'm drinking some bone broth. I've talked to you about the vegetable juices, and lately I've been adding the bone broth because they have so many other minerals that are also important for our body. You can cook it yourself, you can also buy it, right? So this life is like being in the spotlight, and it's not about the numbers. It's about honoring your own light first. It's about honoring that one person that your message will touch, right? Not feeling like, oh, it's just one person, so it doesn't matter. But feeling like, oh, this is my mission. I was here just to touch that person, right? And this is how, with time, the number of people that you touch will grow. With time as well, you will learn how to honor yourself, your own light, while doing your service of love. For example, the fair exchange, right? Being able to do that work and receive something in return, be it comments, be it like sales, anything that it can be, coaching, be it even people watching your content. Honoring yourself as well, to take care of yourself on that journey. It has been so challenging for me to finally recover from my blood deficiencies, especially magnesium and iron, because they take time. And stuff like vegetable juices are so powerful, as well as bone broth. Epsom salt baths are also really important and useful if in case you have magnesium deficiencies. So on this journey, I really invite you to take good care of your health. At least once per year, do a blood test so that you can have your ferritin level, not only iron, and the other minerals, whatever is important for them to check. So find someone that you trust, work together with them, right? Because they are not all knowing, and you are the person who knows your body best. The way you sleep, the way you eat, what you can improve, you are the person who knows that best. So you can work together with that health practitioner to improve things. Don't just delegate it and be like, I don't take care of it. Talking about letting your light shine through YouTube or any endeavor, any dream that you have. And YouTube is that mean that will help you improve so many aspects of your life, right? Because in order to show up for other people, you have to hold that embodiment in many areas of your life. Else you feel like you want to hide. So your flame, your light is like your soul, it's like a candle. And every time that you doubt yourself, it's like you are making that light small. You are putting your hand around it and hiding it. But every time that you choose yourself, that you prioritize yourself, that you walk your talk, you embody what you are teaching, you are actually shining a little bit brighter and a little bit brighter. Right? And when you find out something that is really helping you, you come and you share that with people, you shine even brighter and you help people shine brighter as well. This is how those challenges that I've had along the journey with my health, with my hair, they have forced me to take breaks where I can reevaluate what is really important, what is really a priority. Our body knows how to heal naturally, but we can support it with good nutrition, good sleep, or we can stress in like bad living habits, bad sleep, bad nutrition, a lot of stress, right? So when we take a break and we give ourselves permission to choose ourselves again and again, to prioritize ourselves, like taking that time to do those vegetable juices or the bone broth, we are actually coming back more aligned and more empowered and inspired with something that is working, with something that can be beneficial for others as well. I've seen a lot of improvement in my skin, for example, as well. And from time to time, I still get a few pimples, but it's like I know what I am okay with, like dairy, we create these type of things. Lack of sleep, we create these type of things on the jawline, like hormonal acne, right? I'm talking about this because somebody might need to hear this. And I will link the video of 20 habits to level up and glow up, because I talk about things that I've been doing to improve my overall well-being. So what to do when you feel like quitting? Quitting YouTube, quitting course creation, quitting your own version of your dream. Well, what I've noticed is that sometimes it's just like you are overwhelmed and you need to take a break first. Take that break first. Rest, sleep, eat well, and then think about number 2, your why. Why did you start this journey in the first place? Who are you becoming along the journey? What is now different in your life because of this journey? Because sometimes we just focus on those numbers. Oh yeah, it's not growing, I'm not seeing the numbers, right? What if it was never about the numbers, but it was about the transformation that you are undergoing in that process? Maybe you are gaining confidence. Maybe you are opening up and speaking up more, right? Don't you think that this is already worthy of your time, of your investment in that dream for that transformation. Maybe it's how you embrace every part, every aspect of who you really are. Maybe it's how you show up more authentically, more confidently, even in the other areas of life that are not related to your dream, to your business, to your YouTube channel. Those are benefits that you can get from showing up for your dream. So your dream is like a compass. It is pointing you in the direction that will help you to bring up the most expansion in your life. Think about it. It makes you want to be a better person when you are on this YouTube journey. It makes you want to improve your skin, because when your skin is bright, is beautiful, well, the videos are beautiful as well. Although you should never let the pimples or the bad skin stop you from your mission, your divine mission, right? And if you find yourself stressing about that, it's like you are forgotten your message. You are not focused on the people you are helping, but you are focused on, oh, how will they perceive me and all of that. Focus on the message that you are here to inspire and support people with. This take away all the things like, oh, I have pimple on my skin, oh, my hair is falling. Of course, you need to take care of those things in the background, but it's not the priority when we are sitting to deliver the message. Another thing that you can do when you start feeling like, oh, I want to quit, is to stop measuring too soon. Because your YouTube channel or your dream that you have started working towards is just like a baby. And babies, they don't work on day one, right? Maybe you are just giving birth to your beautiful baby and you are seeing other babies working already and you are like, why is my baby not working yet? It is day 0 for your baby. It is still a baby. Let it grow. Let it have the necessary muscles to be able to start working, right? So some of my videos, for example, 4 courses, 0 sales. I thought, oh, this video is not going to be interesting for anybody. But when I came back from my break, it was the video till now who has the most views and the most likes. So sharing your journey authentically can really be inspiring for people, can really be what people actually need from you. Because yes, there are other people, but the way you will talk, the way you will connect with them, the way you will share your journey, maybe they will feel like, if it's possible for Inès, then it can be possible for me too. Something that maybe they haven't been able to feel from all the other videos that they have heard. Just because of your way of speaking, your life experiences, your background, your unfair advantages. So use all of those and touch, support, inspire the people you are meant to support. The next thing that you can do is to renew your love in that process, because success doesn't grow from desperation. It will grow from your devotion, and your devotion is your love. So either you love what you are doing or you bring your love to anything that you are doing, right? Loving what you are doing means that you cannot wait to start filming a video, for example. Bringing your love into what you are doing is like, although you don't feel like it, you say, this is my mission, I will show up for it, right? And I will show up in the best way possible. For example, little things that you can do in the background, like doing your hair, choosing a cute outfit, doing your nail polish, choosing your jewelry. Those are things that show that you are bringing love into what you are doing. And this can help you renew the inspiration to continue on the journey instead of quitting. Like, imagine that your dream is a relationship. If you only love someone when they are behaving perfectly in the way that you want, that would have been called love, right? So your dream needs that same level of devotion where you just love your dream and the process of your dream for what it is. Because this is divine order. The things exactly the way they are divine order. And that's why the present moment is so important. It's really what we have. It is in the present moment that you create anything. And then you will be like looking back at those memories that you have created and be like, oh, this is a beautiful thing. Or looking back and be like, oh, this is not beautiful, right? So it is in the present moment that you create anything. Be present. Understand that this is divine perfection. This moment in which you are right now, this moment in which you are thinking, I want to quit, this is divine order. This is the perfect moment. Take a break and then start doing these things we are talking about. Loving it. Let your authenticity be your strategy, because the more you ask yourself, how can I be even more of myself? The more you show up as you, the better you are, the better you feel as well. You feel like you are just having fun, you are just playing. We have tulips now. The tulips is not going to try to bloom as a rose, right? Like, oh, this rose is so beautiful in her journey, so let me try and be a rose. No, the tulip will try to bloom as the most beautiful tulip that she can be. And it's the same for the rose. The rose will be focused on being the most beautiful rose that she can be. So don't filter your intuition. Go for it, because it is your compass, it is your guidance. Your people want exactly you. You have everything that you need for that mission, right? And they don't want perfection, they want exactly you, your authentic self. All right, gorgeous. If you are feeling that call, like, do you want to quit? Do you want to continue? Understand that it's not failure, but it's a transition phase. It's like you are being tested to see if you are really serious, or if you were just starting and be like, oh, I will abandon this, right? You are asked again, do you really want this? And your answer can be yes or no, right? It's not like never quit and all of that. Sometimes the guidance of your intuition will be like, okay, we have given everything to this thing and it's not even what we want anymore. And that is okay to say, okay, ciao, it's not aligned anymore. And to find the thing that is really aligned, right? So not because you don't put perseverance and devotion in the things that are dear to you, but because you know when to quit and when to persevere. We pull a bow backwards before we launch it forward, right? And that pull back is not punishment, but it's like it is the momentum that is being created with that pull back. And this is how sometimes you need rest, you need pauses before you launch forward. Your dream is like a flame. It does need oxygen. And your oxygen, that will be your authenticity, that will be your love, that will be your devotion, that will be your courage. All right, beautiful soul, it has been so much fun creating this video for you. If you resonated with it, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up on your way out. I cannot wait to see you in the next video. I love you so much. Mwah.